In '67, Dodge didn't just put a new skin on the midsize Coronet, they stretched the wheelbase to a commanding 117 inches, pulled the rear glass into one dramatic uninterrupted arc, and concealed the headlights to create a seamless electric shaver grille. The result was a profile longer and more audacious than a GTO, slicker than a Chevelle, and far more confident than its boxy Mopar cousins. Inside, it was a different world. 4 individual bucket seats and a full-length center console felt more like a personal luxury jet than a muscle car, though customer feedback led Dodge to make a shorter console and front bench seat optional. You could order power windows, air conditioning, and a 150-mile-per-hour speedometer, while rivals were still debating if a radio should be standard. It was sophisticated luxury you could power shift, a concept so forward-thinking that many buyers weren't quite ready for a muscle car that felt almost European in its execution. Sure, you could get a sensible 318 two-barrel V8 for grocery runs, but the real magic happened when you ticked the right boxes. The smart money went for the potent 3.834 barrel, the newly introduced 440 Magnum with its 375 horsepower, or the crown jewel, the 426 cubic inch street Hemi, conservatively rated at 425 horsepower. Period testers with a 4-speed Hemi ripped to 60 miles per hour in a blistering 5.5 seconds and devoured the quarter mile in under 14 seconds. Numbers that still make modern hot hatches break a sweat. Today, finding a documented Hemi 67 is a search for a ghost, as only around 118 were ever made. Yet survivors still trade for a fraction of the price of a big block Cuda because the spotlight simply never swung their way. Timing kneecapped the first-generation Charger. Ford launched its completely restyled Mustang at the same time, stealing headlines and showroom traffic. Meanwhile, the Pontiac GTO already owned the muscle car narrative. Then, the knockout blow came from inside its own house. The 1968 Charger showed up with its iconic Coke bottle curves, recessed rear window, and those famous bumblebee tail stripes, and the world went crazy for it. Sales exploded from under 16,000 in '67 to over 90,000 in '68. Magazines forgot the '67 overnight. Its low production numbers meant fewer street wins, fewer race brags, and zero pop culture cameos. Quick favor, if you're digging this deep dive into Mopar history, smash that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Have you ever seen a first-gen fastback Charger in the wild? Even if it was just a glimpse at a show, I want to hear about it. Dodge's engineers sweated the details. Underneath that sleek body lived a sophisticated torsion bar front suspension and asymmetrical rear leaf springs tuned to handle the wider track and immense torque. This combination gave it such a stable, confident ride that magazines dubbed it the Banker's GTX. Standard brakes were massive 11-inch drums, but optional front discs could haul the 2-ton beast down from 70 miles per hour in an impressive 175 feet, a shorter distance than some contemporary European sports cars. For the big block cars, Chrysler beefed up the chassis with torque boxes to prevent the frame from twisting under load, a trick they'd later use for the legendary winged cars. These were small things, but they were proof that Dodge was aiming for more than just brute force. Younger enthusiasts, raised on internet deep dives, now praise the fastback as the anti-boat tail, recognizing a pure shape that predicted the second gen's attitude without becoming a cliche. Resto mod shops love the clean, uncluttered nose for stashing modern LED lighting, and pro touring builders swear the longer wheelbase makes the car surprisingly predictable on an autocross course. The underdog is finally starting to hear its walk-up music. So, was the 1967 Charger a sales flop or a secret handshake among those who knew? It was nothing less than the blueprint for the ultimate American Grand Tourer. It blended sleek design, a driver-focused interior, and engines that could humble exotics, all wrapped in a package so uniquely restrained that most people missed the memo. The next time you see that long, dramatic fastback roll past, give it the nod it earned more than half a century ago. And if you disagree, hit the comments and tell me which Charger truly deserves the crown and why. I'll be down there defending the masterpiece that started it all.